Welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome back. If you've been following, I'm sorry this is a day late. Yesterday was a holiday, which you probably all know, and then I was just at my parents and didn't have books and I didn't have my tablet. So anyway, I just was like, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. So sorry this is a day late, just means you'll get 2 days in a row of videos, because usually Monday and Wednesday I do a child's book, and then Saturday I do mine. Thank you for dealing with all of my craziness. I'm trying to be as consistent as I can, but last week of school, which is finally done, but there's been some health things too that have been taking my time, and then with the holiday, but we're gonna do this. So today we're doing How to Catch a Dinosaur by Adam Moss and Andy Elkerton. Literally, I just kind of looked on Libby and was like, which books can I check out right now? And this is a good series. I think you saw my video on how to catch a leprechaun. So go watch that if you haven't. But some tips: remember to always read with your finger so that they can learn how to track print. We want them to going my left, that's your right. Left to right, top to bottom. We want them to know where the cover is, where the back is, so they know like how to hold the book. And now you turn one page at a time. Those are all just skills that they'll need in order to be able to read. So, so How to Catch a Dinosaur. You know how this works. I kind of give questions to ask, and then some vocab you might want to define for them. I'm just trying to make this as easy for you as possible. Kids need to read. So, first page. I guess instead of giving you like specific questions, I mean I will maybe, but just remember there's always labeling questions. So just pick some objects in the picture, have them label them. It doesn't necessarily, I mean, if it can pertain to the story, the better. There are recall questions where you ask about something that they just read in the story, see if they can remember it. And then the last one are like questions where you relate it to them, right? So for example, this is the first page. I would probably read it and then be like, what is he preparing for? And it's talking about a science fair. And then if you want to go farther, have you ever been to a science fair? Have you ever participated in one? The younger the kids, probably not. I don't even know if I ever did a science fair. But questions like that. Just labeling, like there's a soccer ball, a bike. Recall question: because this year I cannot lose because I'm catching a dinosaur. So what does he want to do for the science fair? Find a dinosaur, right? Fooled is a word you might want to define, just like tricked. Local park. You just talk about local means it's close. You can also, I'm noticing some of these words rhyme. You can also put out like trail, tail. They both go ale, right? So you can be pointing out rhyming words. That is another thing that will help them read. Again, maybe questions like there's a volcano. Clever, they may not know that that's another word for smart. Oh, there was a page, a recall question. It was talking about a plant-eater dinosaur. So you could be like, what did the dinosaur eat? Yeah, this page I would be like, what is that? And you can point out it's a magnet, like label that, be like, yeah, you can just be like, what are they, look, what is that? What are they using to try to catch a dinosaur? And then you can be like, what would you use to try to catch a dinosaur? Prehistoric. You could just talk about how that's really old. Resist means they are going to want to do it. They won't be able to resist, yeah. Smashed. They probably know what smashed is. Never mind. An engineer. That is a career that they may not know. So you could just explain that they build things, but not like houses, right? That's a builder, but an engineer will build like machines. And again, that's a recall question. You'd be like, what does their mom do? Yeah, this one I'd probably label the robot. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'd probably end it with, did they catch the dinosaur? I'm not going to spoil it for you. So go read it to see if they catch the dinosaur, but yeah. So those are kind of the questions I would ask. Yeah, reading it multiple times is best. Remember, you don't have to define every word. You can pick a couple to do each time. Yeah, I'd probably read this 2 or 3 times. The first time you could just label things in the picture. Second time, then you could ask more recall questions. And then the third time you can relate it to them. And then pick the words you want. So, thank you. That is how to catch a dinosaur. And again, thank you for putting up with my slight chaos. But it's fun, and I enjoy doing this, so we're going to do it. So yeah, please like this video so that give it a big thumbs up and share it if you liked it, so that parents can know about this book. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new. Please hit that notification button if you haven't already. Like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays are my days. Yeah, I'd love to comment. I'd love to see your thoughts on this book. Your thoughts on any other of the books. Like, I know How to Catch a Leprechaun. I'm sure there's more in this series, but if you have any thoughts on it, I'd love to hear your experience or just other recommendations. Or, yeah, anything. Because I love hearing from you guys. And, yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.